Yo, Pink Lady Seabirds just happened to be watching my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and tonight is about all family. I got a bunch of pink ladies and a T-bird in the building tonight.
Right about now.
Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Urge includes, blessed be our dear founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
We are going to have a roundtable. We are going to talk about a number of topics, and I'm going to ask everybody to introduce themselves. So who's going to introduce themselves first?
Okay, it'll be me. I'm Siobhan from Brooklyn, big Drag Race fan for season 1, and proud member of Ladies and Seabirds.
Amazing. So we are going to kick it off to who y'all might know as Luminar843, but Sierra Cyrus, who does a lot of artwork that y'all have seen before. So I'm going to let Sierra introduce herself.
Okay, y'all, I'm Sierra Cyrus, and I'm from South Carolina. I love Jimmi so much. I always try to send her some artwork. Anytime she asks for something, I try to get on it and try to get it made for her. And I just love Jimmi so much.
Oh, now I'm gonna see if I'm gonna say it right. Alion, who is not on camera but will be speaking today.
I'm giving you Lady Bibi Zahara Benet if you catch the portrait. Hey everybody, my name is Alion Pynk. I consider myself one of the original family members of the House of Pynk. Definitely more than a fan, consider like family. I enjoy the kiki, but underneath all of it, there's wisdom, there's experience, and there's knowledge to be shared. So there's a way for you to get your education, get your entertainment, and still pay your taxes, because nobody's trying to look like Lauryn Hill in these streets.
Okay, and I am going to introduce y'all to the lone T-bird today. My family from I Love Money, season 2, Sean.
Hey guys! My name is Sean. I'm from New York. Don't have accent, so we're good. I'm a new member of one of Jimmy's, original channels. But yeah, I love Jimmi. She's my auntie, and yeah.
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Toya Prince because she hit me up in the live earlier today. So this is what we're gonna say. We're not gonna say what's the tea. We're not gonna say keep it tea. We're gonna say keep it grease. So what's the grease, folks? What's the grease? What we gonna talk about today? Who got something to talk about? It could be about anything at all, and we are gonna do this round table, and we are gonna shut it down today. So what's the grease? We want to start with Drag Race. Let's talk about this. Oh, go ahead.
Now, I was just saying that would probably be the safest bet to kick things off.
That's the safest bet. So I want to talk about something that, to me, and I know everybody does not watch my lives, so I want to say something that I said earlier, and I want you guys' opinions on it. And Sean, even though you don't watch Drag Race, you are a minority, so you will have something to say about this. So we get to our bottom 4, and let's even say our bottom 5, and we have a minority, except for one white person in the top 5. Now, we've seen this before. We've seen it in All Stars. We've seen it in All Star. We've seen it in other seasons. Now, what I wanted to say was what I felt about this was it's a casting process. I felt like Brooklyn Heights was going to win from her promo picture. Mm-hmm. But they're also casting somebody to win, like any reality show. And yeah, maybe even I Love Money too. You're going to cast people that you know are going to go fast, people you know are going to stay in the middle, people you know are going to win. But I feel like in Drag Race, they cast their winners. And I feel like all being a black person, a minority, not only minority, but gay, a double minority. A drag queen on top of that. So let's even say, not necessarily gender fluid, but you can do both. How do y'all feel about them casting it to be always all these minorities supporting a white winner? How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I feel if I start off first, I might just crush it. So if any one of y'all want to go first, please do, because I have many a word to say.
Oh, well, you got many words to say. Go ahead, and then they can jump in with what they agree with. It's
All
a
right.
round table talk.
Yeah, cut me off when you want to jump in, because I'm ready to set off. I'm gonna first off and say it like this. With all respect, that's a disclaimer. The whole double minority thing, people need to understand that it's a two-way street. When we as a group say that we don't want to be judged on our
Hold on, let me not
exterior.
interrupt you, Siobhan. Is it a way for you to mute your phone until you talk? Because your phone is making like a lot of noise. Is there a way for you to mute until you talk?
I'll try. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. If we as a community, we're constantly saying we don't want to be judged on our exteriors. We want people to get to know us or judge us by our actions, then determine. That's for good and for bad. Saying that RuPaul is black and gay and therefore he, she, whatever he wants to call himself, should be focused on his own sub communities, that's bullshit. Point blank and period. As soon as you said that, Jimmy, my mind immediately went to Steve Harvey.
Ooh.
When Steve Harvey had the interview with Monique, and he
Okay.
was grabbing her hand and talking down to her and not even giving her time to respond. First off, she wasn't even booked to discuss that, but that's a whole different conversation. Why I bring him up is this. When she basically said, what am I supposed to do? I have my integrity. And he said, it's not about the integrity. It's about the bottom line. He let you know right then and there that he was about the dollar. And my thing is this goes into all sorts of industries, not just the entertainment, not just Hollywood. There are people who are motivated and there are people who have morals. They're not mutually exclusive, but you can easily spot the people who do, who treat it as a one-way street. RuPaul, I'll say it, and Jimmy, I think you said it because I watch your live, so I may be channeling you, acting like I'm, the Dalai Lama. I firmly believe that ever since All Stars 2 with Alaska winning, that's when the casting game began. And I'll tell you why. There was not one damn sewing competition. And guess who can't sew?
Facts. Facts. Now,
It
Siobhan had told
started
me.
then. Now, my thing is this VH1, let's just call it what it is, and nobody's, acting like it's something different. VH1 is a yeah,
Hold
VH.
on.
Even VH1.
Give me a second because Siobhan wants to jump in. Siobhan, go
All
ahead.
right.
Per se, but it's more Viacom. Because when Viacom bought all these networks like VH1, BBC, you still had a whole dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not creativity, it's what it's basically ad revenue. And every time you watch something, it's 20 minutes full of every out. So it's more of a numbers game. It's not more of like it's not like bringing your creativity forward. It's
Okay, so y'all feel like, so do y'all feel like the show went a different way for more ad revenue and it went a different way once it got to VH1?
Absolutely.
before the change in it, and the logo is also run by Viacom. So when Viacom see that this showing logo is getting more money, it kept getting bigger and bigger. Then it needed a bigger market, and that's what it kept one. It's a bigger market.
Okay.
You'll get.
I 100% feel what you're saying. Now, Alion, like you felt like here's something, and I want you to finish what you were saying. But something that you said to me, and I just want to make this point because me and my mother literally had this conversation today while the Steve Harvey show was on. We literally had this conversation today when I went to my parents' house when she was cooking, and I went to go on her grill to cook my shit, and the Steve Harvey show was on, and I said, "Mom, this is canceled. This ain't gonna be no more." And also, he was it Family Feud that he's canceled from, and it's gonna be Michael Strahan.
No, it's the,
I thought it was
um,
his kids show, the one
It's
that
the
they
kids show.
yeah,
Okay,
the
but
little
in
big
any case, in
cartoon
any
thing.
case, he lost 2 jobs
Mhm.
yeah.
recently. He lost 2 jobs, and I told my mom I felt like that it was because a lot of people did not agree with him trying to tell somebody how to run their life and how to run their marriage when he's on his third marriage and so is his wife.
But you should know better because it never works well for anybody who tries to even try to do it. You can't tell people how to live. I mean, you can support them, but you can't just tell people how to live because you can't go to the work with.
Just
So,
quick.
so here's
Yeah.
here's one I want to go with
This,
this. And now
you
look,
gotta
now
tell
go ahead. I felt like some kind of way we just split off in the drag race, and because and Ali one I can only assume because of your picture, we're all people of color.
Mhm.
And that RuPaul thing spun off into that Steve Harvey thing so beautifully about people of color, basically, for lack of a better word, tap dancing for the man, for the queen.
Well,
Still
I
not
think
100%, but
yeah.
enough. You're not putting your foot down like, no, I'm not doing this. I want to talk about this real quick, and
Mhm.
anybody can jump in here. And Sean, you can jump in too. I don't want you to feel like you left out. You're a person of color, even though you're not black. The majority of us are black. Even though you're not black, you are a person of color. Um, Here's the thing that somebody brought up to me, and I want to know your thoughts about that. When somebody black, or let's even say a black CTR Asian, maybe even Luzon, Puerto Rican, Vanjie, when somebody of color acts ghetto, even with plastic, you do now, I'm doing my Asian ghetto stereotype. They always seem to win with the RuPaul. What do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? Because when the person brought it to my attention, I swear to God, I wish I knew their name because I'd give them a shout out right now. This is one of our lives. Did somebody mention this? Did you ever notice that when somebody of color acts ghetto, that's when they win the challenge? And you can even take to this season right now. Even when what's my girl's name? She won the challenge, she was being ghetto. What y'all feel about that?
Well, we can take it back to season 7 with Miss Kennedy Davenport.
Yes, we can.
Like, I, once again, y'all please jump in because I'll attack every freaking question that's given here. I'm serious. Cut me off is good. Um, it it plays into once again ratings because that's what Javon was speaking about when they moved to VH1. If I heard you correctly, you were saying, the creativity is still there, but it's taken a back seat. Now it's about sensationalism. And the thing is, all of our mamas told us, not all attention is good attention, just like not all money is good money.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, when it comes to business, when the dollar is God, when the dollar is worshiped, morals, it doesn't matter. It's what's going to get that dollar. Getting people negatively reacted, getting them infuriated, getting them stressed out, whatever. Gee, that sounds so familiar to real life right now. Like 2016, I'm having flashbacks. Like this is nothing new at all. Absolutely at all. Sean, you got to say something, baby. I want to.
Well, Sean doesn't watch Drag Race. All I keep telling him it's
He
not a
can still
Drag Race
talk.
issue.
He can still
It's
talk about it though.
That's what I was just trying to explain to him. I'm like, even though you don't watch Drag Race, I have to say, now I'm not Asian, even though when I was younger, people thought I was, because I couldn't be light skinned and have long hair or good hair. I couldn't just be black, which I am. But you have to feel some sort of way about the Asian stereotype. Always be, oh, you do now. That's always the stereotype. I'm just off at the boat. You got to feel some sort of way about that too. It's not just black people. It's all of us. Anybody that's not white, really.
I mean, like it's just the way, like for me, like I don't care. So like there's times where like people will just like use it as a way of like shits and giggles. But at the end of the day, it's like if you only do it to your group of people, it doesn't give you the right to do it with a different type or a
Yeah.
different race or a different,
And I
Kitchen
do, and I think
table
we
talk.
all feel about that with like, for me, I am very, very guilty of saying the N word to anybody, don't care, nigga. But you can't say it. I can say it to you. You can't say it to me. That's my nigga. But you better be black or at least Puerto Rican. or even like Sean, because he's Filipino, he the black people, Asian people, he can say it. You better not say it back. So I can understand that too of it being for us, but when you put it to the mainstream, maybe that's not right, and I can kind of agree with that too.
Well, to bring it back though to
You
the
know,
original question that you go ahead, Siobhan.
a lot of the ghetto stereotypes, and you like, it's ridiculous. It's not even about that. It's also a way to live your location. But everybody wants to play hard because they keep you ready. They off. But when you're actually from here and know the struggles around it, that's about that I really don't like. It's the stereotype that you know, be who you are completely. But no, yeah,
And that's an amazing and that's an amazing point. And that's an amazing point. Like,
that's also the much money that you have. Like my mother is still reading, education, PhD, and whatnot. You didn't have to have money to know the better things in life than your neighborhood. So
and that's an amazing point. Like, perfect example. Perfect example. Where I live at, I do live in a small town in Youngstown. It's a small city. It's a small city in Ohio. However, in 1991, 93, and 94, we had the highest murder per capita in our city because of the drug trade. Now, however, now that I got money, when I first started doing it, I was in Boardman. That's the outskirt. Now I'm in Austintown. That's the outskirt. Why would I not just buy a house in Youngstown? It'll probably be cheaper than what I'm renting here. The point I'm making is like what you were saying, like, it ain't about money to have identity. It's not about money to feel like you gotta have shit. So why can't we do that? Why can't RuPaul? And I understand that. Like, drag is mainstream now. But what if RuPaul's Drag Race never went to VH1? You still had DragCon. You still made your money. You still got drag queens being in people's music video and shit. Like, you didn't have to fucking sell out to still be as fucking huge as you are.
you also want to see what if drag race really didn't make it as well, you know, didn't blow up the way it does. Like the way it does. Will you still be trying to make wrestlers from beyond the fabric instead of buying them for $1,000? Will they be let's say how to say push the pavement by going show to show to show and showing your performance instead of taking, you know, like glamour pictures on Instagram or something like that?
And that's true too.
They can't dance. Some of them can't walk too. So I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. Y'all will give me a second. Can y'all? This is what I want. I'm trying to think. I don't want to relate it to Drag Race because Sean's not gonna be able to participate. But the initial question was, how do y'all feel about them? Because it's casting, always casting for the white person to win. I want y'all to talk about a show that y'all watch. It could be a reality show, and maybe not even. While I go to the restroom and I come back, I want y'all to talk about a show, whether it be a reality show or a real life show, because we have our real life shows that have the white hero narrative too. A movie, anything. It's always casted or always towards the white narrative, like the white person is gonna do better. Y'all talk about that while I go to the restroom. Just take a commercial break on YouTube, but I'm bringing it back anyway.
I mean, I guess I could start with this one because, like, I watch a lot of movies and shows, not just like reality TV, but like, I'm a horror freak, so like, there's that stereotype with the black people who are always killed first. And I'm just like, why is this always have to be the thing? And like, it's like the minorities are killed first, and it's always the white people who are
It's
survivors.
always a self-sacrifice too. It's
Exactly.
always a sacrifice to save the white person. If you notice it.
Sierra, you starting something.
Because I mean, every time I watch something, it's like the black person could have survived, but they chose to save the white person, so then they died.
Exactly.
or because it's like the person of color or the woman factor. And it goes to if let's be real, if a black person would have told them, well, you're not going there,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this was no, and it's only that we came to a color like us and get out. Because I'm a horror, but
Mm.
but you have to know the history of movies. Like it's on the time, the black person is the bad guy, either the help, the assistant, or the bad guy. Like and
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm. Always.
Even like, my favorite reality TV show, Big Brother, like they have those segments, like they have to cast the gay guys, they have to cast the jocks, they
Mm-hmm.
have to cast the popular TV girl, and like, can it just be like actual personalities, not like people based off this
But see, here's the problem with that.
character?
Here's the problem with that. There's nothing wrong with those roles that you selected,
Mm-hmm.
that you named. The problem is they want the stereotype of that role, so you don't see diversity. They call it diverse because it's different roles selected. Look, we've got 20 different types and they're labeled for, ease. But each person already is behaving in the exact same manner that you've seen year after year, network channel after network channel. You
Exactly.
don't see actual variety, but you see diversity.
Now,
Therein
you
lies
know
the
what?
difference.
I'm sorry to join
Yep.
back in, and I'm sorry. I'm going to use your name because you're already in the recording and it came up. Jacob has joined the chat,
Hey.
Hey,
Hi.
Jacob.
and feel free to be on camera because this is going to be on YouTube. Now, I love what y'all was talking about, and I want y'all to continue to talk about that because I feel like it's something important to be talked about. So, continue. I just wanted to introduce Jacob because he's here, and go ahead and talk about diversity on television shows and everything else because I think this is like an amazing topic.
really diversity movies. You like okay, and what you need to do is look at the history, like black people, either the eyes or the enemy since the dawn of movies. So it's only until now that we get like, okay, we're educated from we're using our platform in a different way instead of popping off being ghetto and running across the table and fight. So
Well, I will put that to you like
and
this,
so
and that's why I interrupt you. But even on YouTube, I did reviews the way I'm talking to y'all right now, very educated, very pointed. Like I was doing reviews of movies. Like I did that Sierra Burgess is a loser where I was comparing it to Sierra No Zodiac. You know what videos gets me views? When I'm fucking popping off and I'm doing this and I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm doing this. Now don't get me wrong, that is me too. That is me too. But I feel like even with that in television and everything else, where is the diversity? Like I was talking about earlier. Oh, you do now, that's the Asian stereotype. Or they're going to be like the nerdy person in school. Or we got to be ghetto, we got to be hood, or maybe we're mixed and we got that biracial struggle going on. Not saying that that's not a thing.
you're from you're trying to get out. It's a mess. But then it's also our fault because we sit there and we watch it. And the more people that watch it, the more money it makes, the more revenue it makes. And it will continue for years and years. The point where you just get stuck.
You 100%, you 100% correct. You 100% correct.
And then
Now, Jake,
like franchise, unless it makes the most revenue because pop off the ghetto-ness, yeah.
well, I want to ask y'all something. Did y'all hear about this movie, Loquisha?
I have
For a
not.
lot of
Yeah,
money.
I heard about it. I heard about that.
Have y'all heard about this movie, Loquisha? Um,
I'm like, how do you make it?
how does that even become a thing? Because all of
Y'all
a
gonna make
sudden,
me Google.
The start filming. This is what I go through.
I feel like that's
the Winning Brothers did white chicks. I said, well, y'all been doing blackface since it's still in 1909. So when you got it,
listen. Let me tell y'all a little bit of a nugget that I had that I would, and for those of y'all that follow me on Twitter, y'all might have seen this. There's the person I got into an argument with when they just did the recent All in the Family Jefferson on live TV. Okay. Now, I missed All in the Family because I forgot what was happening. Matter of fact, I was doing an interview for season 3 of I Love Money. I was on the interview. Got off the interview, went on Twitter. I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot this was on. Ended up getting the Jeffersons episode. It was cute. So I'm like now looking to see how everybody else felt about it because I was like, I felt good. Jamie Foxx did good. Like they made some mistakes, but it was still like the old, like watching reruns with my family, like Jeffersons. And I was like, I felt good. I bet you all enough money. And got into an argument with a girl that told me she didn't want to see George Jefferson because she didn't want to see him talk about white people and she didn't feel like Archie Bunker was racist. Now listen, I had to break her down and say, you're wrong. Even by the creator of the show, George Jefferson was the black version of Archie Bunker. So you can't say George Jefferson was racist, but I don't feel like Archie Bunker was racist. She really said that. Go to my Twitter and go through my tweets. Because I retweeted the bitch like, look at this bitch.
You can't believe it came out their mouth, but a lot of people think that.
And I believe that because when she said it, I didn't think nobody understood that George Jefferson and Archie Bunker was supposed to be two sides of the same coin. Mm-hmm. And even Norman Lear said that. So for you to say George Jefferson is racist, but I don't feel like Archie Bunker is racist, just showed me a whole visual thing of like what the fuck is going on right now.
Well, and this speaks to a larger issue, and I don't want to get all socio-political about it, but we have, I don't even want to say generations, we now have a mindset that has been widely accepted and almost validated that you do not have to have context, history, or substance. All you have to have is your own perspective, however limited it may be. You could be blind in one eye, and if you believe that the world, it only caters to one side, then that's truth. And everyone, regardless of the fact that you're missing an eye, that's how ludicrous it has become. So when I heard you talk about that live, that's a young girl, and I'm not talking about chronologically. That's a young girl who doesn't have the experience. And hold on, who said it? Hold on, somebody said it. Siobhan, you said it. You don't have to have money to have identity. Back on
Hey yo, I dog these niggas like girl's best friend, right? Rent 10, right? Haunted by my past, same shit, different mask like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? But I spotted you out like Spud McKenzie. Figured out the game like the Bloodhound game. I thought you was my friend, you broke my heart again. Well, the game done switched. If you a dog, I'm a bitch.